this A7C, you call it Cine rig, like cinematic, I guess. Don't ask me what I'm doing. Okay, so cut this music down. I got a A7 IV because I'm like the no pro and I'm getting into this stuff. And because I got this, shout out to my man Doc Rock for encouraging me to go ahead and get the Condor Blue cap on here, just make it look sexy. But I had to do something with my stuff, and so I decided, what am I going to do with this A7C? A couple of things I don't like about the A7C, and that is something that I think I mentioned on my last live, and that is the fact that I hated this viewfinder. You know what I'm saying? Like, the viewfinder stinks on here. Like, trying to look at it is not good. So it's cool for a full frame camera if you're trying to go out and about and shooting video or taking pictures with the viewfinder sideways, or if you're just pointing and shooting and you're looking at something and you're doing this. But if you're trying to get this shot and do this right here, this viewfinder stinks, and all the aftermarket viewfinders are not good. I really don't like them. So I thought about it and I said, hey, I don't do super professional video, and this is like way ahead of the game on good video. So I took this guy and I said, I'm going to use this guy for video. And so now I'm using this guy for video. And that's what got me to doing this Cine rig, okay? Now, what I'm going to do different than most people is I discovered I actually like the legs and the feet on that Edelkrone has, and it's called the Stand 1. So Edelkrone Stand 1, what's so dope about it is these legs on here are so hot, it literally folds, and you can compact put this all the way down in, fold these legs, and the typical base that most people use for their Cine rigs, it basically amounts to something small like this, right? And you sit that rig down there and you can't really, oops, batteries on the back, and you can't really see what's on there. So if I were to take this guy off, and you notice how this sits, let me move these words right here. I'll just pull that off the screen for a second. If you notice how this sits, so just imagine a Cine rig sitting like this, and if you take your camera, put your camera on there, you got this, right? Notice the Edelkrone on the bottom, real simple. But you can take this and you can expand this guy out, simple, like this. And when you expand him out, you actually have a bigger base on the bottom. Nice. Then you can make the base even bigger. And the way you do that is you can just extend these feet out even more. And you have this whole thing of versatility with the crab basket bottom. And then you can use these as arms when you're walking. So this is just a Keith Pelzer version of it, the No Pro guy. Convo's version of doing a Cine rig. And so I'm really like feeling this. So I'm gonna get right to it. I'm unpacking more. Yes, this is a live stream, but you know, instead of making a video and then doing all these edits and stuff, I just do it on the fly. You get bored, drop off, just say hi, bye. Good to have you. I appreciate you. A couple more things I got to add on to this. Let's start with what I already have. So we have the feet right here, and that is the Edelkrone, right? And I'm just going to extend this out to give it some foundation here. So when I put stuff on, it doesn't fall off, like putting the battery on the back. I didn't lock in the rods yet because I'm going to see how I'm going to do this. Inspired by DSLR shooter Caleb, I actually am going to do this where the screen, you can put the screen out to the side, put this up here so we can see the display on the side. Cut this on, hopefully the filter doesn't knock it out. Yeah, display is on the side, we can see that here. I have the foul cam quick release, so if I want to take the camera off, you just pop it back, the camera comes out. I want to put it in, snap it forward, it's in there secure. Again, the rods aren't fixed in yet because I'm going to see how I'm going to do this. first piece that we got here that we want to add quick, keep things rolling. I'm going to see from Small Rig. The other thing that we got was this. So I got a handle and I realized here's the problem with the handle. The A7C does not have a multi-port plug that you can use to use remote buttons. You can only do it Bluetooth. So for those people that I saw on YouTube that were talking about this push button thing with a cord, if you had an A7C, you wasn't plugging it up to it. So A7 III, yes, you can do it. The A7Ss and all of that stuff, you can plug it up. But this cord is not going to work for an extended record button. It'll plug up to this guy and work. So the good news is I am going to put this on my rig and mount it, okay, on the rod, so that if I use the other camera, I'm going to be able to do it. Dr. Prod Gaming, what's going on? Nice for you to join me. And whoever else is out there, thank you. I'm going to kill this music for a second so I can just go ahead and talk. So I'm going to put this on here. This is the Small Rig. Wait a minute. Camera, are you not trying to work? All right, if it's the still picture, hold on. Alexa, turn off overhead camera. Nice girl. Alexa, turn on overhead camera. This is some of the stuff that'll happen when you have multiple cam links hooked up. Went blank and we're back in 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. So the thing with this guy is the fact that, again, A7, all the A7s except for the A7C, the ports on the side, you can plug these remotes up and this button's going to work so you don't have to reach in and try to grab the remote button. The A7C with the cage on it and all the cages that are made, the remote button is kind of hard to get to. And I'll just show right here. That button's over here and it is actually hard to turn around. All right, let's bring you around here. It's actually hard to get to right here. So when you're holding on the side, trying to get to that button is like a pain in the neck. Kevin, what's going on? But nevertheless, I'm going to put it on this rig so I can do more than one thing. James Hicks, what's going on, bro? So this guy's going to go on this rod right here. This is going to just pop it on, get things going here. Ooh, so it tightens from the inside. That is crazy. All right, so we tighten this guy from the inside, and that's going to allow me to put, get this microphone here. That's going to allow me to put this guy over on here. I've never used these guys before to put these on and screw them in, but now I'm getting new to this and I'm liking it. So here we go. She is on, and we have a handle. Look at that. So we got a handle there. The lens is going to fit up here. I'm going to put the 2470 on here for now because that's all I got. This will be an excuse to buy another lens. Now, what I like about this is that you can rotate this handle, but I'm going to leave it upright for now and tighten this guy and leave it here. Once again, this wire is going to do no good with this camera, so I'm just going to pop it out for now what I'll do is I'll leave this in here and I'm going to wrap this underneath here to sit, or I'll just either take it out. So if I put the A7 IV on here, I'll actually be able to use this. But once again, if you're doing an A7C or whatever else, make sure that your camera can use the remote, which for some reason, this beautiful APS-C body style full frame camera, you cannot use remotes with any of the plugs over here. Okay, you can only use Bluetooth, wireless, and who wants to do that? You want to be able to hit the button and go. So with this handle on here, this is pretty much a dummy handle with the A7C, and I'll pretty much have to just use the record button up here, which I don't like because it's hard to get underneath. So what I'll just do is reprogram the buttons so that when I push this guy here, this guy will allow me to hit record. Okay, it's just a simple adjustment, and that's something that you'll have to do. That out of all the A7C things that I've seen, I haven't seen this one. All right, let me configure and make sure I can get my comments up here, catch up with some of you guys. There, okay, it is up. And why is it off like that? I want to get it on And maybe I'll just shrink this a little bit. No, expand it so I can see Kev's face, James Hicks' face, see my boys. Okay, got it. Okay, with that button on there, without that button on there, and I love it. Okay, you have a handle without the button, and you love it on the left side, opposite the grip for handheld shots. Absolutely. So here's what I did, Kevin. I actually got two handles before I saw this and like this. Now, I like the way this one, I'm saying this, and I'm not even on it. Hey, guess what I did? On the pedal, check this out. Down underneath here on the pedal, let's see. On the pedal, booyah. There. Oh, that's the wrong one. Pedal, booyah. There we go. So on the pedal down here on my Crocs, I'm hitting over here on the pedal, no hands. Look, mine, no hands. And then I'm going to go to the jib shot with the foot. Okay, we're putting that foot to use. But this handle, I actually like this handle. I might get the handle for this side because this wood right here, this sits good. It's just the fact that with this particular camera, you can't use this. Crazy thing is the A66 that's showing right now, I can put that on here and the handle will hook up to that. It'll hook up to the A7 IV, but it won't hook up to this. Let's move on. So one of the things that I like, there's a host of small batteries that people get. You can throw on the back of here. Because the battery has all the ports in there, it has the D-tap, and the way I'm gonna do my monitor, I actually have a special cord where it's USB out of here and it'll charge up the monitor. You got USBs on here, and that battery can go right on the back of here. We're good. I throw the dummy battery in, D-tap into the camera. We're good to go. I'm not gonna plug that in now. I wanna get these other things out the bag. So got the handle on there, good to go. Let's see what else we got in here. Almost done. Let's see. Using the grip as the right hand and the handle for the left hand. Got you. Okay, I see where you at, Kevin. And I literally was going to get this particular handle on this side, but for some reason I switched up because they didn't have the flip side button. And now that I'm looking at it, I really don't care about the button because mainly I have the A7C on here. So this is the monitor mount. Let's get rid of this trash. Monitor mount right here. I had one of these, didn't know what the heck to do with it, and so I got another one. Real simple. Where's the monitor at? Jeez. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here's the monitor. Found it. See, here we go. Monitor's right here. I'm just going to throw this right in here for now. I'm doing a quick sloppy hookup, and then I'll do a serious hookup, and now I'll adjust it. So there's the monitor. Next thing over here in this box, just a couple of things. Gotta hurry up and do it. Gotta get rid of the evidence of the box before my wife comes down here and says, "What did you buy?" It's like, "Oh, I've been had that." See, ladies and gentlemen, you can't say you've been had it if the boxes are there. So you gotta hurry up, take the stuff out the box, throw the box away, so that when spouse comes down, you can say, "Oh, I've been had that." But if the box is around, then the evidence is that you didn't just get it. So a couple more things that we got here. We got a NATO rail, okay? Look, I'm calling out stuff, and all you experts, y'all can jump on me and be like, "No, it's called a such and such," whatever you want to call it. But look, I like this grip right here. Once again, I give credit where it's due. I saw someone online, and I'll say something about it, who I saw. It's one of the reviews I saw, and I was looking at this handle, but I like this because it's got that whole helicopter, thing where you can turn it and face it this way, and whatnot. And it is NATO rail. So this NATO rail thing is going to fit in here, and I have to place this on top of the daggone camera. So let me pop the camera off of here. I always keep all. Definitely get rid of the evidence. Now here's the thing though. When I say get rid of the evidence, I don't mean, like, I save my boxes too, Kevin. Don't get me wrong. I save the box. But like small things like trash like this, you get rid of that. But the box, so small rig, I'm not going to save these boxes, but stuff like cameras and all that, you just throw them up on the shelf with everything else and let it blend in. But you don't want the boxes isolated sitting in the room, because then it kind of shows something just came in the door. Here, overhead, let's go to putting this guy in, and we're going to mount this guy evenly right on here. Nice. Okay. Allen wrenches. I got a ton of them sitting up in here. Gotta keep those handy. Let's twist this in here. We got NATO reel ready to go. Just scream in there. Get in there, buddy. All right. So got this on top. And that is for the quick in and outs. Okay. You keep everything. I keep all my boxes for everything. So if new ones come in, it's all blended. There it is. That's it, Kev. We on the same page, bro. We on the same page. Now, all right. I like this. This is my first time doing NATO rails, people. Isn't that crazy? So there's this, I like this. So there's the quick button. Don't y'all laugh at me because it's like, this dude don't know what he doing with the rails. Okay, so I got him on here. Tighten it. And look at that. We have, see, I like this. Now, here's what I like about it. You have a grip in the front and you have this. So when you hold your hand like this, it's kind of like on the phone when you have the pop socket, like this thing on the back of my phone. Check this out. You put your finger right in here, right? Once you put your finger under there, you know, you have your phone, you have the sides with, you know, a grip. So this particular rail, what's dope about this is if you notice how it's got the sides, you know, you got better handle on it. Now, this is good without the whole Cine rig, okay? But I wanted to get that on there because I like the front mounts and I like the top mounts and stuff here. And so I think I'm pretty much good to go. Now, it does have the cold shoe mount. Cold shoe mount, we're going to get this, boom, get this guy on here. Let's open up. There we go, buddy. There we go. We have the, yeah, there we go. We got the lily put sitting on top. All right, shout out to Doc Rock. He taught me how to get an Atmos Ninja. Didn't need it. And so we're going to go back over here, slap this guy on the rig. All right. Now we're looking better. Look at that fall cam right in there. And she's in. Coming along. Okay. So we got our grip here and we got our monitor sitting on top. Good to go here. Looking good so far. All right. Now we're missing a couple of things. Let's open another box right here. Oh, so I'm not going to bother with this because this will bore the hell out of everybody. The heck out of everybody. Heck out of everybody, whatever. But this is one of those items that I really can't justify that I need it. And everybody can argue that you do need it. But it's called the mini matte box. Okay. How do I open this daggone thing? The mini matte box. I'm just going to rip this box because she doesn't want to come out nicely. So we're just going to, rip this box here. Got it. And okay, there's the fittings for it. I'm just going to take it out of the box and pretty much leave that aside. But what I'm going to do later on is put this guy together and put that matte box on the front to make it look sexy. Okay. And then I'll understand why exactly I need it other than simply for outside or something like that. The rest of you professionals already know why I need that. This is getting fun. All right, so this box here, Kev, I'll show you what I had first, and I'm going to use these interchangeably. So here is the original wood rail that I was going to put on here. Now this is crazy. Okay, there we go. Okay, I had my eye on one of those matte boxes. So Kev, I got the mini matte box light. Right, they do just make you look legit, right? I just want the rig to look like, ooh, it looks dope, you know, especially putting the Edelchrome feet on there, which is something I didn't see anybody on YouTube do, use the Edelchrome feet on a Cine rig, okay? So now that's the light. I'm going to put that on there. So here's the wood rail. It has a cold shoe mount on there, which I'm going to pretty much toss the mic. There it is, the shotgun mic mount on there. And I'm going to take this shotgun thing up here. So let me unmute that so you guys can hear that. It's actually interesting. See, testing 1, 2. This is the shotgun mount mic right up here. And that is over top of me right up here. And so, because I don't have a whole bunch of budget to be messing around with it, I will just take this off when I go out and put this particular mic right in here and use that with the screen on there to make it look sexy when I go out. Now let's get this orange mic back on. Yeah. So this guy, and with his pieces on there, I'm trying to debate I like the feel of that handle. And I think I'm just going to leave it on there because I don't want to mount this. I'm probably going to mount this to the A7 and not mount it to the A7C and put it on this rig. So my original intent was going to have this mounted right to this guy, and I was going to build it up like that. But now with this, after watching DSLR Shooter, I'm looking at it like I kind of want that big, thick wooden handle on the side. And so I'm going to stick with that idea and not go with the previous one that I thought I was going to do. So for now, I may toss this over here, or for now, I actually don't even need this yet, but I don't have a handle over here. I don't actually need one because holding it, I can hold it like this. And so I actually don't need a handle over here as far as now. So for right now, I'm not bothering with a handle. And I'll play with it later and see if I want to put a handle on it. So I'm not going to rig this stuff up for now. I'm just going to leave it. All right. And so what I can do is make an adjustment. I can put this cold shoe mount over here, and I can mount the mic on this particular side over here. I can put that right on here. And so the microphone, I can slap that right on here. It's a nice shock mounted thing. I like it. It's coming together. Let's drop the lens on there to make it look a little bit better. Let's get this off of here. And I'm going to drop this Sigma 2470 on here and just see what she looks like. All right. Boom. There she goes. All right. Really coming together. Nice cage. Okay. Once again, you can't beat these feet. I think this is the game changer right here. The flexibility of having the feet to be able to do this with this is not going to work over here because then you can only grab right hand and it'll be in the way. So I'm going to actually have to move this mic. See it already? Okay. So we'll relocate this mic and put it somewhere else. And it is a cold shoe. So therefore we do have one small issue, and I'll have to fix that another time. But the pickup is awesome right here. The weight of it is excellent. Now, look at this. You can kick these back, bend these forward, right? Here. And you actually have yet another way of holding the camera and mounting it right there against your body. See that? See how awesome this is? This is the idea, because I actually was using the stand and I was going different places and I found myself to keep a steady shot. I was using the legs like this, and it was like, wait a minute, that's the kind of stuff that you buy, to keep your shot steady, and you can, take and twist these out and move them back. If you have to sit the rig down, you can sit it down, and you can literally like even it out like this. You can drop it lower and have the feet come here and move it here, right? And it actually has you to make better, movie shots with how you can like throw this. So you can sit it down, pick it up. And then if you want to get that compact look, you can just fold these guys in. Look at this. Fold them right in. Whoops. I didn't lock that battery in. Okay, now notice this here. Okay, now the battery's locked in. But this is locked in, and notice the feet that you have on here. You could push them in here. Now, is this going to fall over? Yeah, I wouldn't do that. So you got to keep the feet out like this for support. But look how gorgeous that is. Okay, another way of feet. And that is one simple base that actually is not it's not doing too much because it's not that much bigger than the rails that you have on there. Now, it is still sturdy. If you take and fold these guys in, I'm just going to see the balance and support on here if I take and fold these in, because underneath the bottom, if you look at it, I didn't put the rails in. This is the base of it. So you actually have, yes, you actually have a support where she's not going to sit there and flip over. You do have the arm here. It's not rocking unless I purposely rock it. It's going to rock, but she will sit still with the feet folded in on the bottom. So that is the reason why I wanted to really experiment with that. I'm going to see how I'm going to make out with this, but I really do like being able to have this handle up here. Let me lock this rod in before I hurt something. I'm liking this, Kev. Okay, the rods are locked. So I'm missing something over here, and I get what you're saying, Kev. It would be better. So I may get the left side of this wooden handle, put a left side, but I want it on the rod to be able to grip it up here. So to grip it up here, it's right next to this focus ring. I'm able to grip right in here, move this guy. The matte box will sit right out front if I need to do any zooms, and we're pretty much complete. Okay. Now, this guy is going to go right into here, of course. I'll figure out a way. I got enough other things to taper the wires. And that's everything I pulled out the box. Yes. All right. That is everything. I have a second handle. And so, again, I'm probably just going to put the handle on the quick release of this guy here. So we'll have A7, right? And if I ever do shoot anything with this, I'll just put another cage on here. So I did get the L bracket cage, which basically is serving no purpose at all. So I wanted to keep this low profile and sexy, but eventually I think I'm going to put, again, DSLR shooter Caleb, he actually put a half cage on, and I'm pretty much thinking about just doing a half cage on this so that I can keep this side open, half cage over here, and put the, wow, I don't know if I'm gonna put it over here. I'll figure out which side I'm gonna put the handle on, but I'm gonna put a handle on here. But that gives me a reason to get a cage on here. So maybe I will just get the full cage. So therefore, when I swap this out and put it onto the Cine rig, I'll be cool. So we have everything that we need on here. We have the quick release, of course. Let me zoom this in if it can. So there's a quick release on here. I'm going to spread the feet out to give it a little bit more bass. Bass, how low can you go? That's not what I was trying to say, but let's just get him out here. All right, I'll do that. So quick release, boom. Pull the camera right out, camera's going, and you have your rig. Now, next thing all I have to do is mount the matte box. So when I put it in, she goes right here. Oh, case in point, something I learned from Caleb. You can put this screen out here, turn it on the side. Me and Mr. Camera Junkie was just talking about this. And therefore, when you cut them on, you can see everything right on the side, all your functions that you need. The rest of it is going up top. Let's do this. HDMI. Come on, baby. Okay, HDMI. And I'll show you how we power this guy, okay? Let's go here. And this guy swivels and tilts. Okay, let's do the power. Okay, here's the cord. Let me show you this cord. So here's the cheat sheet. This is a cord that I got off of YouTube right here. And this can plug right into the back of the battery on here. All right. Come on. She goes right in there. And this goes into the monitor. Monitor cuts right on and sees what the camera sees. And it's all off of this battery right here. Let's come back. The monitor is all off of this battery. Hey, did you come on? Oh, gotta throw the juice on. Give it some juice. All right. And Lily put 1, 2, 3. Okay, field monitor. There we go. And I guess the camera has to be on, doesn't it? Oh, let's get the lens cap off. And now you can pretty much see that the rig is on. So this is without tapering the wires or whatever. You see the power reducer so that you don't blow up your darn camera. And there it is. Let's pull the lens back a little bit so we can see. Oh, filter on here. Let's see so we can see the lens. There we go. So the rig is all on. And so if I'm shooting anything, I can pretty much see it from here. Time to pick it up. We got the rig and we are ready to go. All right, we're done. Like it. That is it for part 2 of the A7C Cine rig. So I'm going to tweak this thing, get it together, and see what else I'm going to do to it. Figure out where I'm going to mount this mic at. Figure out this matte box, put it on, and we'll be done. And I'll have a